Welcome to Veteran to Veteran. I'm Conrad Kaskowski, and along with me, Dwayne Wick. We're both members of the American Legion, and specifically here in Plymouth at Post 243, the Ladwig Sincraft American Legion Post in beautiful downtown Plymouth, Wisconsin. I am the adjutant for the post, basically a glorified secretary. Dwayne here is the vice commander of the post and the county commander.
Yes.
So, and we'll hear a lot from him today. So, on today's show, we'll be talking, oh, by the way, the budget didn't call for a teleprompter, so we have to kind of go to the old school method, so please bear with it. On today's show, we'll be talking about one of the four pillars of the American Legion. And Dwayne, could you please tell the viewers the four pillars of the American Legion?
Okay. In 1919, the American Legion was founded on four pillars: Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation, which we typically call the VA&R, National Security, Americanism, and Children and Youth. Each of these pillars encompasses a variety of programs that benefit the nation's veterans, its service members, their families, the youth of America, and ordinary citizens.
Now we're going to explore the third pillar, Americanism. Now we're going to spend some time just explaining why and how the American Legion developed the pillar called Americanism. During World War I, only about half of America's teenagers attended high school regularly at the time. A large percentage of World War I troops were conscripted immigrants. Some of them had barely begun to learn English as a second language, which caused communication breakdowns in service. Most were undereducated in U.S. government, law, and history. Few understood what the U.S. flag represents or how American justice, freedom, and democracy are defined when compared to other nations. The American Legion would take a proactive approach to Americanism. It formed a committee that would become a national commission to advance the concept through programs and services. So by January 1920, citizenship and naturalization programs were forming at local posts, and the Legion offered its services before Congress to provide such education. In 1921, the American Legion formed an alliance with the National Education Association, which accepted the Legion's offer to cooperate with the NEA in securing for America a program of education adequate to meet the needs of the 20th century, and which will make all, whether native or foreign-born, good American citizens. The alliance led to a National Education Week, and in the 1926 publication of a two-textbook set was called The Story of Our People, written by historians under American Legion direction. That, Dwayne, is a very simple history of the third pillar. So why don't we start off with a couple of programs under Americanism.
Okay. One of them is the U.S. Flag Protocol. American Legion educates youth on U.S. flag etiquette to build patriotism and create respect for the flag. The Legion provides education materials that covers a range of topics such as the proper way to fold the flag, display, and dispose of the U.S. flag. Voter registration and participation. American Legion connects good government with active citizen participation in the electoral process. American Legion posts throughout the country offer their services and facilities to enable voter registration and promote turnout at the polls. Posts also provide facilities and opportunities for nonpartisan voter education forums and debates. It is important to note that under provisions of its federal charter, the Legion is prohibited from supporting, opposing, or providing aid to any political party or any candidate for public office. Samsung American Legion Scholarship. After researching dozens of veteran organizations, Samsung Group, a worldwide leader in electronics, chose the American Legion in 1995 to administer an endowed scholarship fund of $5 million. The endowment was established to show participation to U.S. veterans who came to the aid of South Korea during its struggle against communist forces in the Korean War. The scholarship is for undergraduate study only and may be used for tuition, books, fees, room, and board. 7 to 10 students are chosen each year for the $20,000 scholarships, which are awarded to direct descendants of U.S. wartime citizens, veterans.
Okay, well, I can follow up with a couple of the programs that I personally have chaired. Boys State and Boys Nation. Thousands of young men learn the function and powers of government through American Legion Boys State as they set up and operate their own governments fashioned after municipal, county, and state structures. Boys State alumni include state legislators, governors, members of Congress, former vice president, and president of the United States, and an associate justice currently sitting on the U.S. Supreme Court, and also I think there are 2 astronauts that was involved in Boys State. An extension of Boys State experience is the American Legion Boys Nation. 2 outstanding delegates from each Boys State program are selected to represent their state at American Legion Boys Nation. This is where these young men establish a Boys Nation Senate based upon the rules of the United States Senate. That week is all paid for and done at various locations within Washington, D.C. By the way, we did have from our post a representative from Plymouth High School to Boys Nation a few years ago. Currently, our post is seeking a candidate for Badger Boys State, and it's going to be held at the UW-Eau Claire campus in June. All you got to do is contact me, and if you need some more information, I'll be happy to give it to you. High School Oratorical. Students participating in the American Legion's High School Oratorical Scholarship Program gain a deeper knowledge of constitutional principles as they prepare and deliver orations based on some aspect of the United States Constitution, with emphasis upon the citizens' duties and obligations to government. The representatives from each state then meet for a national oratorical contest, and I think it's the current now is $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000
Right.
to the top 3 places. So there is scholarship money that can be won. Dwayne, how about following up with program that you chair?
Mm-hmm. There's with the oratorical, there's also scholarships awarded all the way from the post level to county to state, so as they progress all the way to the national.
That's correct.
Okay, junior shooting sports. I have been involved with that for a number of years. The American Legion Junior Shooting Sports Program provides gun safety and marksmanship training for kids 8 to 18 years. It is recognized as one of the premier programs in the country, with one of its alumni, Lonnie Melai, becoming the 1992 Olympic gold medalist in the women's shooting. I have chaired the Department of Wisconsin Junior Shooting Sports Program for around 10 years. These kids, Wisconsin kids, 8 to 18 years, compete once a year in a postal match. That type of match is shot at your own range, and then the targets are mailed to the program coordinator for scoring, and that's how it gets that designation of a postal match. The top junior and beginner categories receive a trophy, as well as the top team. I have had kids shoot in the postal match many times throughout the years, and have had many winners. The American Legion also has a national shooting program where kids from the United States compete to earn a spot to compete with the top shooters of the United States. And many of them continue shooting through college and also go on to the Olympics. Now there's,
Wait a minute.
yes.
You know, this guy is so bashful. You've won how many consecutive state championships in
At
postal
the team
shooting?
level. This year, we just finished getting our 5th year in a row for the team, top team.
5 Pete.
5, yeah.
5
So-
Pete for his team. And he also, you do have help.
I do. There's always post members that help out with that. And we're all. One of the good things about this is we are all certified, so that even as you see with all the other levels of competition, the Olympics, whatever, we also have to be certified and background checked. So it's a very safe program that we run at the American Legion. So now for a program that the Post is seriously considering to start next year in 2025, American Legion Baseball. I think a lot of people have heard about Legion Ball. Each year, nearly 90,000 athletes participate in American Legion Baseball, the nation's oldest and most respected amateur baseball program. Legion Post sponsor teams in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, giving young men wholesome, healthy activity and lessons in sportsmanship, loyalty, respect for rules, and fair play. Many of the greatest names in the sport spent their teen summers in American Legion baseball uniforms. Hall of Famers such as Dave Winfield, Raleigh Fingers, Reggie Jackson, Yogi Berra still speak of the influence Legion Ball had on their lives and careers. To date, 59 Major League players and 1 umpire who played Legion Ball have been inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Berra, the legendary New York Yankees catcher, also served as a gunner's mate in the U.S. Navy during World War II. Although Berra played on teams with Mickey Mantle, Whitey Ford, and Roger Maris, and other legendary players, he was quoted as saying, "The most fun I ever had in playing baseball was when I played on the American Legion baseball team."
And you'll find quite a few Milwaukee Brewers in their background. You'll find that a little listing of it in their resume, American Legion Baseball. Well, Dwayne, we're close to the end of the show, and other programs covered under Americanism pillars are Boy Scouts, youth law enforcement program, and the Legacy Run, which you've been involved in. That is for the purposes of the scholarship program also. And now, hopefully, we have piqued your interest in researching the programs under the American Legion pillar. I want to thank you for taking the time and watching our show. And next time, I want you to stay safe, keep healthy, and be inquisitive.
And if you are inquisitive, you can go to the wilegion.org or wlegion.org and look at more of the programs within our pillars and within the Americanism.
So you know we'll have some more coming up next shows. Thank you for watching.